whenever I do music or whenever I started doing music, I always thought to myself, how can I make it last? You know, I wasn't really in it for the fame or the money or nothing like that. It was more so just focusing on my craft and chasing what I love, you know? What's poppin', guys? It's Bebeboy. I'm an artist, singer, rapper from Toronto, Canada, and you're watching my session with Off the Record. All right. What's something people do which makes you go, yikes? I have a fear of ladies catching feelings. And that makes me go, yikes. I don't know why. I feel like I'm kind of closed off, to be honest, in terms of that, but that's something that makes me go, yikes. What else? Honestly, I'm not really surprised by a lot, but I think that whenever I hear a crazy record, crazy beat, that makes me go, yikes too. Says, what would you say the biggest misconception is about you? I would say that like I'm mean, like people off the image or whatever it is, like people probably think I'm mean or something like that. I'm actually a very nice guy, you know, I'm easy to get along with. But I think that's the biggest misconception when it comes to just me, in terms of whenever someone's meeting me or whatever it is, like I come off like, I guess, like that, but it's really like, I guess it's just tattooers or whatever it is. All right. What's your favorite lyrics from YIKES and why? This is hard because I have a couple different favorite ones. I think my favorite lyrics from YIKES though would be I Feel Like 50. Or no, sorry, yeah, I Feel Like 50, like a PIMP. Or also, I Walk in the Club Just to Pipe It Up. That's kind of just like two references to artists that I respect, the Migos, obviously their breakout song Pipe It Up, and 50, just one of my favorite records, PIMP by 50. So those are probably my favorite records, or sorry, favorite lines. What's next for Bebeboy? There's a lot going on for me, actually. I'm transitioning into doing more Latin music, more reggaeton. I have a record called Pasión coming out August 10th, and I'm gonna do kind of simultaneous English and Latin records. So that's kind of what's new for me, and Pasión is also dropping with a video as well. So that's kind of what's next for Bebeboy in the next coming months. Make sure y'all stream that, make sure y'all watch that. All right. Why do you call yourself Bebeboy? I think that the name Bebeboy, I'm kind of like the baby in my family, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was a big part of it. And I used to go by a different name, but that name kind of sounded like, I used to go by Card Antonio, but that name kind of sounded like a soccer player or something like that. So I didn't really want to go by that, and I kind of felt more comfortable just being Bebeboy. I felt like someone, or I feel like someone wants to know Bebeboy rather than a Card Antonio, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my logic behind it. And just for branding purposes and things like that, it stuck with me, you know? Are there any musicians who inspire you? What qualities do you admire about them? Yes, there is a whole bunch of musicians that inspire me. I think just being from the city, Drake is probably one of my biggest inspirations. Just his craft is impeccable, and just the way he carries himself in terms of business and things like that. That's something that I've always admired, and just the longevity, right? Whenever I do music or whenever I started doing music, I always thought to myself, how can I make it last? You know, I wasn't really in it for the fame or the money or nothing like that. It was more so just focusing on my craft and chasing what I love, you know? So definitely Drake. I'm really inspired by Kanye West as well. I think that his mind is just a creative, like super genius, you know what I'm saying? Like from his production to songwriting to the clothing line and just how he's really rolling out everything. And his career is like super inspiring. Honestly, there's a whole bunch. Michael Jackson, my mom put me onto Michael Jackson when I was young. Like, I just remember, honestly, I remember whenever I watched the Thriller video, I was scared shitless. I was like 6 years old, 5 years old, watching Michael Jackson turn into this fucking werewolf, and I was like, what the hell? But honestly, Michael Jackson for me is a huge inspiration. But yeah, those are, I feel like my and also 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, those guys got me into really pursuing rap, you know, like the bars and the triple entendres, double entendres, things like that. Wayne for me was one of the people who I admire because every single line was a punchline. So that's one of my biggest inspirations as well, for sure. All right, what else we got here? It says, you're the music ambassador representing planet Earth in outer space. What 3 albums do you take with you to show the aliens? So that's a good question. What 3 albums would I take to represent the world? I would definitely say Astroworld. Whenever I heard Astroworld, for me, it was an experience. And it made me, I was a Travis Scott fan before, but whenever I heard Astroworld and from start to finish, like his whole team really put together something that it felt out of this world. So definitely Astroworld would be one of them. Take Care by Drake. Take Care for me. I remember I was in high school and like I was listening to that album and I was like, how does this guy know what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling? And I remember Take Care was like the soundtrack to my high school like experience. So definitely Take Care, and then I'd have to say Too Sweet, my latest album. I would take Too Sweet and then just show them and put them onto the vibes, put them onto Bebeboy. Says, what is it like working with your brother Bounce Zaddy? I mean, it's blood, so it was always he actually got me into music. He started off DJing at clubs in like Waterloo and things like that. And then he got more so into the production side. So whenever I was wanting to do music, he was already producing. So working with my broski, like working with Bounce has always been something that I really hold close to my heart because it's just so intimate whenever we're in the actual sessions. And he was like my mentor for like literally like the first chunk of me starting up music. So I think that working with him, it's always magic. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we lock in, it's magic. And he's actually produced like, I want to say like 80% of what's out. So working with Bounce is amazing, man, you know? Guys, thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Bebeboy. You can find me on all DSPs under Bebeboy, Bebeboy, not Bebeboy, Bebeboy. And yeah, find me on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, and all the above at Bebeboy World, world with a U. And that's pretty much it, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to Off the Record with Bebeboy.